Thank you for this interview, ma'am. Could you tell us how old you are
87.
and what city do you live in?
Den Harbor, Michigan.
Oh, okay, thank you. We would like to ask you some questions today, and we thank you for being here. We'd like to know, could you tell us, we see a lot of young women that act different than they did, as they say back in the day. Can you talk to us about how you see young women now versus how you were raised?
Oh, yeah, it's a lot different. They have no respect for themselves. They don't carry themselves like young women supposed to act. They don't respect grown people, older people, and don't even respect each other. And it wasn't like that when I was growing up. You showed respect, and that's where you're supposed to act. They don't walk around with their clothes half on them, showing their whole body. They didn't do that when I was growing up. They wasn't allowed. Then if you did that, the lady next door would call you to the carpet. She wouldn't let you do it. But now you can't even talk to them. They cuss you out. I tell you, you just old and foggy. That ain't what's happening now. It sure ain't what's happening now. It's only happening with you. Because you's disrespectful to yourself. Because if you don't respect yourself, you sure not going to respect nobody else. And that's just the way these young women, they ain't got no respect.
But how come you don't go to the parents and talk to the parents about it?
For what? What, to get whooped before you leave the house? Because the mama whoop you for talking to them.
Okay.
Cuss you out.
Okay.
Want to know what you're doing over there talking about her good daughter. You know, because her daughter's so pretty and she's showing a whole outside, inside and outside body too. And you gonna tell my daughter, she wants her daughter to look like that, because mine 9 or 10, the mama's looking like that too.
So, if you were to give a young woman some advice about how to be a lady, what would you say to a young lady today about how to dress and how to carry herself?
Pull off what she, depends on what she had on, and I would depend on who I was talking to. If she dressed, which you could see just about everything but the nipple on her titties, I said, honey, you don't need that on. You don't need that on. It don't look good to you, and it sure don't look good to me. And, well, he likes it. He don't like you or that. He just telling you that. Because, see, men's got a way of telling you these things. And if you stupid enough, you'll listen to it. Yeah, baby, I'd like to see you, man, you know. And they talk that slick talk, but they ain't the way it's supposed to go. Don't let nobody, you can look in the mirror, you can tell yourself you don't look good. If you think you look that good, look in the mirror, you know you don't. You won't do that. No, these young women nowadays, I'm so glad. Now, this is the truth now. I am so glad that I raised my daughter to get grown, because it was getting like that before she got grown. If my daughter would disrespect you or anybody else that way when she was growing up, and they were, because just when she was getting a certain age, they was passing that law where you can't whoop them, you can't do that. They ain't got a law in the world that would have stopped me from whooping her if she did wrong. Oh, I didn't play the game.
So you might have had to give her the phone to call 911?
No, she wouldn't even call. I whooped her one time, and she told me that when it was just starting that you can't whoop your kid. I whooped her, and she told me out of her mouth, if I go back to school tomorrow, and I tell the teacher and that you whoop me. She got a little scar on her leg right there, right as I speak right now. That you whoop me, that they gonna come and get you. I said, you will? So I whooped her over again. I did that. She got a scar on her leg right now. I whooped her with a belt, you know, and I guess the buckle must have hit. I don't know what happened, don't care. But anyway, when she left going to school, I told her, be sure you show it to the teacher and tell them that I'll whoop you. And she'll get her and the policeman is going to come to get me.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't going to do it, but I told her I was going to do it. Then I don't know, I might have would have did it. I don't know what I'd have did. I said, when they get here to the house with you, y'all coming to get me, I'm going to kill all three of you. Every word I said. Ain't a law in the world going to tell me how to raise my kid, and they get over there in St. Joe jail and beat them to death.
Okay.
Beat them. And damn to tell it, they get out of, they probably done whoop just about everybody went over there, but they ain't going to tell it. Yeah, man, I just sat there and ate good. You know you didn't eat good. But you got to just tell that lie. They ain't come got me yet. She must have didn't tell them. I didn't ask her when she got home. Did she tell them? I gave her the message before she left. Tell them. She was scared to tell them. And if I whoop one now, they can't mean nowhere. They don't have to drag me in there and put me in the bed because they're going to be done hurt me real bad. I ain't playing game. No police got no right to tell you how to raise your kids. Raise your own kids. That's what the next door neighbor tell you if you go there and tell them that their little boy just did something over there. You talk to your own kid, not leave mine alone. I love policemen. Without the police, I don't think we could get up and go to bed at night. But I don't think they have no law to tell you how to, when to whoop your kids. The Bible said, beat them. Spare not the rod, you spoil the child. And every one of them spoiled now. Young girl come by here one day. Come from school, because you hardly ever seen the kids walking the street going back and forth to school. Right there at my driveway, pulled her pants down and patted herself at another girl. I don't know what they were arguing about. I ain't gonna call no name, but you know who she is. They said, dog, don't say nothing to us. They'll come back here and do something to you at night. I said, they better do it while I'm asleep. I go to the door. I said, you can pull your pants all the way down, but not in front of my driveway. Get out of my driveway. It meant every word I said. She got out. Disrespectful.
Right.
What is a young girl? I don't know where she come from. Ben Harbor High School or right across the street at this other school. I don't know where she came from. Disrespectable.
They're disrespectful.
Disrespectful. Old as my daughter is. I caught her doing that. We'll knock walls together and play that game. Embarrass me and herself too.
Well, how did you let your daughter dress when she was growing up? How did you let your daughter dress?
Dress like she's supposed to dress. But see, back then, girls wasn't wearing pants and these shorts all up in between their legs. You see everything they got, like he got on them stripping bathing suits. I didn't do that. My son, back in them days, I didn't know. I really didn't know. He got ready to go to school one morning. Had a stocking cap on his head. He's walking like his leg broke. What's the? I ain't pay all that no time. I said, what? I thought something wrong with his leg for real. I really did. I raised him without a daddy. Raised him myself. My husband and I separated. He was 3 years old, and I raised him. Every lick, he never called a man daddy in front of my face in his life. He never had to ask a man for nothing. Whatever he needed, I gave it to him. And he says, I said, what's wrong with your leg, honey? He says, that's the way the boys walk. Now, you don't walk like one leg broke. I thought something wrong with it. I said, oh. I said, what you doing with that stocking cap on your head? Get ready to go out to school. You ain't got no stocking cap on your head. He said, all the boys wearing. I said, no, all the boys ain't doing like that. Yes, they is, Mama. I ain't. He didn't tell me no I was lying, but he used the word, I ain't telling you no story. This is the way all the boys. I said, no, they not, child. Yes, they is, Mama. No, they ain't. Mama, I ain't in your way, but that's the truth. I said, all the boys ain't doing it because you ain't going to do it. Get it off. I said, if you want to walk with your leg half broke, I'll break it right now. He ain't, child, he didn't wear, I don't think, if he did, he didn't do it in front of me. He don't go to school with a stocking cap on his head, slick his hair down. I told him I had a barber to shave it all off. He wouldn't have to slick it down. break his leg myself. He wouldn't have to play hopping. He hop for real. I ain't never seen him do it yet.
Okay.
You tell him something, mean it.
That's true.
And they told me, well, by the time your son gets a sister and sister age, he gonna whoop you. No, he ain't gonna whoop me. He end up dead when he gets sister and sister age and play a game. You ain't supposed to be mean to no kids. You're not supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
But you're supposed to tell them what you mean and mean what you say. But see, these young gals having these babies don't love the boy. They wants the boy because you wants the boy. So everybody wants the same boy. So they can say they was the best. The boy ain't studying none of them. You're supposed to teach your boys and your girls to respect each other, and they not doing that now.
So you don't believe children are supposed to hit their parents?
Who? I don't care if they're 90 years old and I'm 210. No, you ain't supposed to hit me. Keep your hands off me, not only you, nobody.
Okay.
You want to fight, go join the boxing ring. No, I don't believe in all that.
Okay, so you don't believe that these kids now should argue with their parents?
No.
Or what about time out?
What you mean time out?
You know how you tell your kids when the kids do something, you tell your kids time out.
Oh yeah. Send them to the roomers. I tell you what, you need to ask a person that goes hunting this time of year and kill rabbits and stuff. When I was a kid, I heard an old man tell a joke. It was a joke, but it was true. That is, he told the truth, but he told it in a jokey way. A man called a rabbit was eating up his stuff, you know. And he told the rabbit, says, I'm throwing you in this briar patch. The rabbit just begged him not to do it. So the man got so comfortable with that, he hauled off and threw them over there anyway. Rabbit looked back at him and said, that's where I live at, fool. Well, that's what he did with the kids down there. Go to your room. They got radio in there, they got television in there, they got a computer in there, they got all their toys in there, they got everything they need in there. Probably have some marijuana and alcohol in there. You put them where they want to go. Put them exactly where they want to go. When you give them time out, make them sit there and look at you. If they move their feet, no, don't move their feet that way, just leave it like that. When I was going to school, the teacher had time out where they would make you stand in the corner with your face facing the wall like that.
Okay.
And you better not look around because the teacher could give you a lick for that. If you look around twice, you got 2 licks. If you look around once, you got 1 lick. And that's the way it's supposed to be.
So you never had a time out with your kids?
With my kid, sound kind of hypocritical. It really do. But let me tell you one thing. For as obedient and did just about what I told them to do, and I didn't know that until after they got grown. I used to tell them if they do something I tell them I do, when I get back home, I'm going to kill them. I don't know why they didn't, I don't know why they believed that lie. And they thought I was My kids were pretty good kids. Mm-hmm. I had friends tell me, that when we want to get away and relax, we come over your house because you don't even know your kids there. My kids are almost that way right now.